the whole time I was working on these cakes, I kept remembering that in one of my TikTok videos, one of the videos went viral, and I remember seeing 2 comments that were telling me that I should be smiling while I'm working, and that's how I'll attract customers. And I remember telling myself that's such a rude comment to make, and at the same time wondering why they think I or any other person is expected to be showing their teeth, smiling while they're literally working. But anyways, that's not just me. I know many people don't work while they're smiling. So the thing that kept crossing my mind while I was working on these cakes was, wait till they see this video and see how sour-faced I am, because I was genuinely not in the mood to decorate. I kept telling myself, just go rest, watch something, and then when you in the mood, you wake up early and decorate. But then in the back of my head, I was like, what if lights go? What if you wake up late and then you can't deliver on time? So I was like, just power through until where you can comfortably finish the next morning. So I worked on both of these cakes. One of the cakes almost finished, the other one finished up the next day. So the first cake was a red velvet and vanilla, and the other cake, the large one, was a chocolate orange cake. So for the chocolate orange, I layered and crumb coated with dark chocolate buttercream, and then finished up the cake with white chocolate buttercream. For the red velvet and vanilla, I used white chocolate buttercream all through. And this round, the 3 kg chocolate orange cake was really heavy. I kept asking myself, I'm going to be able to lift it once I'm done. And then for the red velvet and the vanilla, so I used a board that I knew I'd be changing, because this wasn't the final board to use. So I made purple buttercream because that's what the client requested. And honestly, I think purple is my worst buttercream color to make, because it changes so often, and I especially don't like buying purple food color because it's really hard to get the purple that you want. But anyways, moving on, I covered my cake board with purple fondant and then used a satin ribbon for the bottom border. I was mainly copying what the client had sent because that's what they wanted, but she also told me I can jazz it up a little bit to make it like my own and make her child happy. So I used the same purple buttercream to stick these pearly beads onto the cake. And then for the name, I just stuck the names onto the name onto the fondant using water. Then added a bow using glucose syrup. Then added spheres and these paper toppers, which I ended up removing before I went to sleep because in my head I had a feeling I shouldn't put them the night before because I've never done that before. So I asked another baker and she told me they'll warp when I take them out of the fridge. So I just took them out to put them back the next morning, and then stuck all the other toppers using glucose syrup onto the cake so that they could stick comfortably without me having to wait for condensation to help them stick. So that's how this purple Barbie cake turned out, and I genuinely really loved it. The client also loved it and she sent me such positive feedback, so I'm really happy to have done it. Then later I finished off the other big cake later that Saturday. This cake I decided to use 2 cake boards because of how I wanted the board to look. Then a mistake I made was placing the bottom of the boards facing each other instead of placing them how they should be placed, because the bottom side ended up being a little bit slippery, but it's all good, nothing happened. But then I did this ombre pink colors because I was trying to use my decorations to match the theme, and also using inspiration from the cakes the client had sent. She'd sent a few designs and told me to just do whichever I'm comfortable doing and make it my own. Plus I'd also seen people attending the Barbie event, so I was using the colors I'd seen people wearing. And then I forgot to film the part where I added the shell border. Then I added the decorations. So this is the first time a client has ever sent me toppers. She ordered for them from a cake supply store and sent them directly to me to use. So it was the first time, and it's very challenging to have that done because now I had to work with everything I'd been sent while still leaving enough room to make sure it looks good, but still turned out so beautifully and perfect. But I did channel the purple cake and added the wafer paper butterflies so that it can look good, and rhinestone to hide that there are two cake boards stuck together. And all in all, I really loved working on both of these cakes, and it was really cool that both of them were ordered for one weekend. So yeah, that's how everything turned out. I'm really happy I did them. I'm really happy I was early to a trend for once. And yeah, so I'll definitely see you in the next one. Bye.